Welcome back once again. This is AWBrawler for an intelligent podcast, back with another Splatzone's battle for you. Now, this is a really good battle, not just because I was cyborging like crazy at the end of the match, but because I always wanted to have a really good overtime battle, just to show what overtime is. I actually have a video that I did not upload yet. I thought I did, and I checked again, so I didn't. Where I didn't understand how overtime worked just yet, and I didn't understand how I lost. Especially with how overtime works, it's different for each game mode. But for Splat Zones, basically, you can't win while the base is not in your control. Even if the other team doesn't claim the base and it's not in their control, you can't win if it's not in your control. If you lost control, overtime will start. If they are in control, overtime will start. The only way overtime will not start is if the base is in your color and you are still in control. So as you can see right here on this part, I have my splatter shot, the gold one. I can get wet initials come after that. The gold splatter shot. And I'm playing a little bit more of a defensive game here. But I mean, it's actually a really good team. I got matched up with randomly this time. I know you can pick your own partners this time. I did not go into the pick your own partner mode. I just got matched up with the team randomly. And I think we actually work together pretty good. Like, everyone is actually staying in formation. It seems like they understand what each other are doing. Like, I think they get that I'm just basically trying to cover all the area around the base right now, so that they can swim around freely and splat anyone that gets into the splat zone. And I also had another person on my team that was doing the same thing. I would see that he'd be right outside of the splat zone, and he wouldn't just stop like other teams I got on with. Once we have the splat zone in our color, they'll just stop spraying ink completely. That's not what you do. Once you have it in your color, you want to keep spraying the area around it. Because as you know, it's hard to walk through someone else's ink on this game. So if you cover all the area around the base and all the paths to the base as well, it makes it harder for them, so they have to shoot out more ink just so they can walk forward. So it's a good strategy. You want to have, you don't want to just stop once you get the ink covered in your color. You want to keep covering everything outside of it as well. So it's good that I have a team that understood that, and they were working with me. They also were throwing up the little defensive wall that comes with, I believe, either the splatter shot or the bucket. Well, there's a lot of other weapons, but it's usually, I always think splatter shot when I have that. I mean, not splatter shot, but splatman when I have that, because the splatman has that same wall. I'm not even sure who keeps throwing up those walls, because I don't think I see anyone with splat. They must have one of the custom guns that I don't have that also. So, I mean, there's several times when the base gets taken over right in, but we get it back instantly. Like, even at this point right here, I decided, okay, since my team seems to be holding down the base a lot better than any other team that I normally would be hooked up with, I decided I'm going to just ink the ground on purpose just so I can get a strike, ink strike, so I can calm it down and corrupt some more splats on them. And of course, don't stop there, keep covering up the rest of it. Okay, now I believe this is the part where, no, this is not the part where I took the other path just to cover for no reason. Once again, I see too much blue around our zone, moving out of the way to kill a whale. And I'm just trying to make sure everything's in our color. So, I mean, there's even one point where we were actually at the bottom, and I thought we were going to lose this match, but we kept going and we ended up winning it. Because another thing to note is that splat zones, some stages have 2 splat zones, some stages have 1. This being Wildlife Warehouse, it has 1. So every time you lose, not lose control, but every time you completely lose the splat zone, that means the other team gains it and the clock starts ticking after them, you get penalty time added onto you that you have to break down before your actual remaining time breaks down. Now, what determines how much penalty time you get, I'm not entirely sure. But it does seem like that the closer you are to finishing the match, the more penalty time they give you. I think it's just, like, I don't think it depends on how well you play. I think it's just to balance it out. If you're down to 10, you're probably going to get like 80-something penalty time or 90-something. Just to balance it out. If they're at 99 and you're at 10. So I think it's just done to balance it out. So yeah, like at this point, we're like less than 30 seconds away, and we clearly are in the lead. But had we not stopped them during the penalty time, we would have lost this match. And I was a little scared that we were going to lose once I seen it go into overtime, because because I've seen matches where, especially Splatzone, not so much Tower or Rainmaker, but I've seen matches, especially in Splatzone, where it got down to the overtime and we could not stop them. We could not claim the base back, and they would keep it for like up to 50 or even 70 seconds just to get 1 point ahead. And like right now, we're in overtime, and I'm standing outside, and I finally build up my Ink Striker, and I call it down and clear everything out. So that was actually a pretty good match, and I like the way that whole thing went. I'm glad the team worked with me and understood the principles of splat zones. So until next time, this is the AWBrawler saying, be you, be true, be human. AWBrawler, out.